Yo, guys, sup?
Fogel, where have you been, man? You almost gave me a goddamn heart attack. Let me see it. Did you pussy out or what?
Yo. No, man. I got it. It is flawless. Check it.
Hawaii. All right, that's good. It's hard to trace, I guess. Wait, you changed your name to Mclovin?
Yeah.
Mclovin? What kind of stupid name is that? Fogel? What are you trying to be, an Irish R&B singer?
Nah, they let you pick any name you want when you get down there.
And you landed on Mclovin?
Yeah, it was between that or Muhammad.
Why the fuck would it be between that and Muhammad? Why don't you just pick a common name like a normal person?
Muhammad is the most commonly used name on earth. Read a fucking book for once.
Fogel? Have you actually ever met anyone named Mohammed?
Have you actually ever met anyone named Muhammad?
No, that's why you picked a dumb fucking name.
Fuck you.
Give me that. All right. You look like a future pedophile in this picture, number one. Number two, it doesn't even have a first name. It just says Mclovin.
What? One name? One name? Who are you, Seal?
Fogel, this ID says you're 25 years old. Why wouldn't you just put 21, man?
Seth, listen up, ass face. Every day, hundreds of kids go into the liquor store with their fake IDs, and every single one says they're 21. Psh, how many 21-year-olds do you think there are in this town? It's called fucking strategy, all right?
Stay calm, okay? Let's not lose our heads. It's a fine ID. It's gonna work. It's possible, okay? This isn't terrible. I mean, it's up to you, Fogel. This guy is either gonna think, here's another kid with a fake ID, or here's Mclovin, a 25-year-old Hawaiian Oregon toner. Okay, so what's it gonna be?
I am Mclovin.
No, you're not. No one's Mclovin. Mclovin's never existed because it's a made-up, dumb fucking fairy tale name, you fuck. Yo,
Classic movie.
Like
the building?
Yeah. No, not the building, but the offices.
Welcome to...
Oh, shit.
What's up, y'all?
Was good.
What up?
We are here. We are at secret location number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Paul E is on his villain arc.
Oh, man.
But he's been on this villain.
I've been on that shit for...
This is years.
How old am I? 30, 38, 37 years.
Since you were fresh out the womb.
This guy's like fucking, what movie did I just watch? Venom? What's that guy? Crow?
No.
Null?
Paul is a Noel.
Like just waiting to escape and shit and just fucking cause havoc on the world.
That's not true. I'm not waiting to escape.
Are you already out?
I've been out. But what's good, man? How you been?
It's good. I'm chilling.
What about you, George?
I'm great.
George is still here. Long hair, don't care.
Here for a long run.
No fucks given.
Hey, man.
No fucks.
Hey, I don't know if anyone told you this. I appreciate you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate you guys having me.
You don't know what to say now.
Paul's going to say something diabolical.
I was like, do I be nice? Or... He knows I appreciate him.
It's tough love.
Get the fuck out of here.
Like that. Here's a question for you guys. Would y'all fight like a group of females if they all jumped your ass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If I had
right?
to if a group of women I had to defend myself, yeah.
If
I don't know how my extent of punching would be.
Have you ever been hit by a girl?
Yeah.
I'm punching.
A punch by a girl?
Punch in the face. Yeah.
So what if it's a dude?
That hits me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm hit back.
Unless he's like The Rock.
Yeah. Well, I told you guys about my dream about the Spring Breakers, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that you're like, nope.
Yeah, right?
Who gives a fuck if he's The Rock? When you just telling me before we started recording about how you're a Second Amendment guy, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
then?
Oh, I would shoot him? Yeah, I would shoot the shit out of him. Yeah, but I'm saying though.
You don't have a gun.
Yeah, if I had one, I would shoot him.
All right, so are we
What is this, an NRA podcast sponsored by NRA?
Hey man, we gotta get sponsored by somebody.
More like NWA than NRA.
Damn, look at shades.
Yeah, no, bro, I was out in spring break last night. In the shits. I seen it.
I heard Fort Lauderdale's like
I lasted
the new shit
bro,
show.
I lasted
It's always been.
I lasted 1 hour.
It's always been.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
always
especially for
it's
spring
always
break.
been like that. It's always been like that.
But it's not worse because they shut down South Beach the way.
No.
Nah,
it's
it's
the
the
same.
same.
People that go to Fort Lauderdale aren't going to South
They ain't
Beach.
going to South Beach. They ain't spending money.
Got it.
Yeah, they spend all their money to get down here in a hotel. and then like $20 wristbands for like free drinking all night.
You know
and shit
why
like
it's
that.
worse? Because hotels in Fort Lauderdale compared to like the one hotel
Yeah.
on South Beach, you get me? The pricing is like
Night and day, though.
night and day. So all the kids that
You
don't
got-
have money,
Got 15 of them in
they've
one
been
room
going
and
to
shit.
Fort Lauderdale. Some
Yeah.
of them will drive to
Yeah.
South Beach or whatever. But
And it's all bros, all YouTubers now, like out there in the streets and shit like that. Like I said, I lasted 1 hour. I was in Booze Garden, and I was just like, nah.
why don't you YouTube, bro?
Where like the streets so busy, like cars can't even get through and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's like you
It's
got.
insane.
I park
Fuck
like
that.
I park like a block away, and like I'm now walk over.
Yo, and the YouTubers, like,
They're not even really good YouTubers. They're like,
there's just people.
Yeah,
people that are
yeah.
people that have a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
It's not like
yeah.
it's Jake Paul out there.
Yeah.
It's just fucking like if Rafi were to do it.
it was me. If I go out there with a camera and fucking,
I think
a
it
mic.
was your birthday. Even on his birthday, like a couple years ago when Dan filmed it
Oh,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah,
whatever, it was busy like that. The streets are still like
It's
chaos. But the
ridiculous.
YouTubers, they're not nobody, but their equipment guy. You having the cage like
Yeah.
built around them, so they can have like 4 cameras at once. And they're like, bro, like they spend a lot of money on that.
They're out there. They're out there.
Okay.
But it was just I can only last an hour out there. I wish I went with the backyard. Fucking Bonnie Blue was over there.
Yeah, you're trying to be 1001.
I'm saying though.
Yo, what if you're 1001? Would you still beat?
But like 1,001 that I mean, there's gotta be some context to 1,001 that day.
Yeah, like because she's doing the thousand guys in 12 hours. This
Like,
she's
am I
done
the-
3 of them already.
Not the last guy of the day. At what time? When was the last guy? When,
You're asking
when-
too
It's
many
12
questions.
hours, so it's 7:50. She's like, yo, I gotta be out at 8. Oh, get number 1001.
So yeah, so someone just probably no, I couldn't do that. I couldn't
What
do
about 580?
that. Maybe? Now we're talking in the middle. In the middle, maybe. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Maybe if I was a spring break, if I was 21 years old, I probably would do it. Me now, probably not.
You know what Lily Phillips said about number 103 or whatever? That
What?
he ate her out.
This is diabolical. Fucking diabolical.
I have no words.
Diabolical.
That's like a regular Kendall girl, bro.
That's why I don't date Kendall girls.
A girl that I lost my virginity to this lady, right?
Lady.
This nigga said lady.
Yeah, because she's a lady.
All right, lady.
How I met her, we're at a house party in horse country, right? So it's like a big house. I don't know if Rafi knows what horse country is, but it's like in the suburbs, but it's like kind of big properties where there's like horse.
Is it kind of
Stables and
like
shit.
West,
Stables
like
and shit.
West End for us up north?
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of.
Okay.
Kind of, but not really, because it's in between like an urban, suburban neighborhood.
Or like
where we live.
Southwest Ranches or some shit like that.
Okay, so imagine houses like Southwest Ranches,
Yeah.
but like slapped in the middle of Kendall, and it's like
In the middle of like your neighborhood.
and it's just so,
you know
suburbs
what's,
everywhere.
You know what's
but-
like that? Coral Springs is like that.
Okay.
And Parkland,
I've
shit
been
like
there.
that. Yeah.
I've been to
Parkland,
Coral.
Coral Springs, Parkland's like that. Yeah.
I've been to.
So-
So yeah.
The houses are big and there's stables. There's a barn and shit.
Yeah.
The party's going on, and then you kind of see a line, like a long line. You think it's like for the punch or
No, don't tell me. No, it's not. No,
Punch.
it's not.
Yeah,
No,
it's for
it's
the
not.
punch, all right.
No, it's not.
right? So, my friends are like, "Yo, come see this wild shit." I'm like, "All right." We go. Guy, I see like all my friends. This is my high school, so all my friends are in line,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Yo, go to the front, and then we'll save your spot."
What?
I'm like, "What's going on?" And I go to the front. My boy just getting dome, right? And there's like, yeah, like all
Yeah, 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 yeah.
do it. And then
Yeah,
she's like
yeah.
next, and then she's just sucking and sucking. So I lost my virginity to her.
This is high school.
That same day?
No,
Oh.
this was like a month later that I hit her up. I'm like, hey, because I was like, I need to lose my virginity.
Yo, she's like the what do they call it? The fucking oh, you ever seen that movie with Freddie Prinze Jr. and he's playing baseball and shit?
Yeah.
And the dude had to get out of a slump. And it's like fucking, she's like the slump buster or like fucking, or like some shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's kind of like what she was. She was like the one you call when you're like, you know what, I need to get this taken care of.
The rebound chick.
Yeah, so I was a promoter for this company called and then I saw her at the meeting, and then I'm like, oh shit, that's the girl that was getting like that was sucking dick for like 100 dicks.
Yeah.
So we became cool at that meeting, and then I hit her up like 2 days later. Hey, what's up? Like, let's fuck.
Good.
And she's like, yeah, come over to my house. So I went over to her house. Her brother walked by the room, saw me getting dome. I lost my. This was 9th grade, right?
Yeah.
I had like a lot of pubes, so she kept stopping. Pubes out of her mouth. Yo. I didn't know. I was young.
Oh shit. Yo, that's funny. I think every school had those.
And like, bro, when I say I nutted immediately,
Yeah.
immediately, like once I stuck my dick inside of her, I went straight to sleep. Like it was over.
Wow, bro.
And she loved it. She's like, I like that.
You went to sleep.
She liked that. She what is it? She flowered me.
She took your virginity. Yeah.
Yo,
Got it.
that's like I think every high school in America had one because we had one. Her name was Rosie, and then when I found out about her, went to her crib, copped dome, and like the basement and the bathroom where I guess she sucked everybody off, copped dome. I just happened to be the one to get caught. Mom opens the door. What the fuck is going on in here? My dick's in his fucking daughter's mouth.
That was like my worry,
Bro.
because her parents, everyone was awake. So I come in, we just go straight to her room, and there's like shit going on. You get me? Like there was like a game or something going on.
Yo.
It ended up fucking her like a million times after that. Like every time I like, why am I jerking off? Let me just call her, and she's like, yeah, come over. No matter what time it was.
Oh.
It was pretty awesome.
Did you wrap it up? Oh, don't tell me you went in there.
How old were you, Paul?
15, 14, 9th grade. 9/11 happened like 3 weeks later.
Is that when you got your first case of
What?
You were what, 9th grade? No.
You were probably in 10th grade.
Yeah, I was in town. What year was that? 2001. 2001. Yeah, I was in.
That was my freshman year.
You're 04, right? Or 03?
03.
Oh, so you were probably a junior.
You were a junior.
Was I a junior?
Yeah.
Because it happened September 11. Yeah,
Yeah.
2001. Yeah, so I was a junior.
That happened in the morning, right?
Yeah, I was sleeping in class. I was making jokes about it, which is really fucked up, but because I didn't, as
You
a
don't
kid,
know.
you don't know the magnitude of it.
And
You know
you're
what I
a
mean?
kid too.
You don't know the
I
magnitude
also
of
thought
it.
it was old because I remember like the bomber, the guy that tried to bomb the
Yeah.
Twin Towers in like 94.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. So
So I'm like, oh, is it like the anniversary? And then you just see,
yeah, I didn't know the magnitude of it. I was like, oh, it's just Saddam Hussein. Like we're all fucked. Like it's just like that's where my mind went. You know what I mean? I didn't know about Osama bin Laden or something like that back then. And then when they were like, come pick up your kids if you want to come pick up your kids. Of course, my mom was like, nah, he's good. Like, come pick up your kids.
I didn't get picked up that
No,
day.
my mom was like, he's fine. But like,
Well,
that's
he
when I knew
was
this.
in Philly.
I was in Philly, so I was
You
a lot
were
close.
here.
You were here. I was a lot close. But I think it was across the country. It was like
didn't
that.
they
It was
try
like-
to, didn't something crash in Pennsylvania?
yeah, and like the suburb, or like not suburbs, but like the
United 93.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the plane that
That got taken over by the fight.
The
Yeah,
movie,
they
yeah, it was
tried
the
to take
movie.
they tried to take back the plane.
Yeah, that was the movie. That was the movie.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
So yeah, how the fuck we know, right? Like,
How the fuck did that come out? You get me? Like,
Was it because of the phone calls?
could be the phone calls.
I think
Could
it
be
was the phone
could be the
calls.
black box that was
Yeah.
recovered.
that's right. That
You would think.
Yeah,
right?
dude, I had just gotten out of like PE because I had the worst luck in fucking freshman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
first
grade?
period?
First period PE.
Bro, that's the worst.
Yeah, but I was like halfway through the year we changed and we didn't do that because we had like block scheduling.
Oh, yeah, we had the same thing. Okay.
So
I
like
didn't have block scheduling.
you had the
so-
same shit all year?
What do you mean? Like the same classes? Yeah.
Yeah, like the same, like whatever. Like
7 periods a day for however many days. of
Oh,
school.
really?
Yeah.
So we had you were blocked in, so you had like 5.
It's like 2, 2, 2. And then
Yeah.
the next day 2, 2, 2. And then
Yeah, shit
Yeah,
we
no.
had. Yeah, shit we had.
Ours was 45-minute classes. You don't learn shit. It was great.
So all that shit had happened, and it was kind of like at the end of the first period. But then, like, you don't see it, right? Because you go, you're outside,
And
you're
we're not
exercising.
watching. We're also not watching
Yeah,
TV in
not
school.
watching TV. No, yeah.
Oh no, dude! By the time I got out of that class and I walk into the
Everyone
next
had it
one,
on.
Every
Everyone
TV had
everyone
it on.
had it on. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like I was definitely missing out on like the first preliminary part of it because I was
Oh,
fucking
damn.
PE
You
and then
missed the
locker
trailers?
room and then the trailers. Trailer into the building.
That's how it was for me. Yeah, I didn't see the first plane, obviously, but the second one, the shit was on like all the TVs and shit like that.
It sucks. It was a bad day.
I don't know how we got here.
I don't know how me fucking this whore
turned into
9/11. But, because it happened 2 weeks before 9/11. Because it was the after party. Now I remember. What's the first dance in school, in high school? Homecoming.
Yeah.
That was a messed up homecoming.
No, it was a pretty good homecoming.
Yeah.
Like not 9/11. I'm talking about.
Okay.
She joined OnlyFans like during the pandemic and hit me up, and I was like, "The fuck do I need this for?"
She still look good?
No. She's gotten beat up and abused.
Poor girl. Shout out to you, baby girl.
There's an art to aging gracefully.
Yeah, I mean, if you're sucking a million dicks in 9th grade, you're not gonna. Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips are gonna end up looking like shit in 10 years.
They're already old, though.
They're gonna look like Joan Rivers at age 30.
Bonnie Blue's like in her 30s, ain't she?
Is she?
I think she's like 32.
No, she's like 26. No,
no way. She looks older.
That's crazy work.
25.
Is she only 25? Bro, she looks like she's 30 something.
I mean, she's from the UK.
Yeah. Like, she looked like she could do MILF porn. Like, that's
Lily
how, like,
Phillips is 23. She looks young.
No, Lily Phillips looks young. I just saw a video of her the other day.
Yeah, I watch her every day.
She's not bad. No, she's a pretty good performer.
She's okay. They're both okay. Like, they're not the best. Yeah. Oh, damn, Rafi tagged me.
Look at me. Fucking social media, huh? Look at that. Bing, bop, boom, bop, bing, bop, bing.
All right.
So where we at? What's up? What's going on in this world? What's popping off?
In the world, huh?
In the world. A lot of stupid shit's been happening.
Everything in the world sucks, so let's take the little victories that we can.
What, like what?
Like what? The things that entertain us at the very least.
Okay.
All right. Well, I mean, I had a good weekend. I went to Aiden Ross's. I forgot the name of the things, but influencer fights.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, man, I had a great weekend. Yours was
Long.
Yeah. What about you, George? How was your weekend?
Exhausting. I worked all weekend, so nothing too exciting.
We all worked.
Yeah, I don't go out. I don't.
Did
do
you
shit.
WFM? What was it called? WFH?
Work from home.
Work from home.
Yeah. For the most part, I work from home, and then like during the day, I go to open houses on Saturday and Sunday, and I go and I meet realtors and I get their business because if you don't want to if you want business, you got to go get it. Right?
Do other mortgage lenders go too? Like, are you competing with like you show up in a whip and you see the other guy like, oh, fuck, you gotta
It's like fucking Anchorman.
Or do you remember Fun with Dick and Jane?
Oh shit! Yeah, remember that?
Yeah,
When he's going for the job interview and like, does that happen? Like you see another lender, you're like, oh hell no.
Oh shit!
In the sense of what like I'm doing, going from open house to open house, like meeting realtors, no. But are there like other like when you walk into an open house, sometimes there will be a mortgage lender like that's co-hosting with a realtor, and then they have like all the information. Oh, this is what your mortgage would look like if you did this and this and this, and just offering pre-approvals on the spot.
All right,
that's fire. I don't remember that when I was buying a fucking house.
Nah, man. The shit used to be way different back then.
They were not out there.
Space celebrated their 25-year
anniversary.
Yeah, that was cool.
I was gonna post this picture, but like, there's too much shit. But like, this was y'all at Space.
Yeah, I remember. That was. Am I wearing a We Rock Well tank top? The ID. That's the video.
That's that. Yeah.
I have another picture of you were next to me the whole time that day.
Yeah.
That was a dope day. That was, I think, Boris. I opened up for Boris.
Oh,
I believe so. Yeah.
Bordy. I seen Boris in fucking 2006. 2005.
I think we spoke about that.
Yeah. It was one of my first like after hours like parties and shit like that. In Providence. And I walked in and there was like a bunch of like fucking French dudes or whatever, like Bordy.
It's funny because he has that like Joe Pesci voice. Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Hey, that's a pretty good song. I was like, oh shit.
How you doing, pal?
How you, pal?
Pal.
But I brought that up before we play a game. Do you guys have any space stories? I know Rafi, I think you used to go there when you first moved down here.
My very first night I moved to Florida, went to space.
That's fucking sick.
And it was my first time going to
who
space.
Who DJ'd? What'd you do? What time did you go?
Dude, I can't even tell you who DJ'd. It was like just a random night. It was like a normal night. So it might have been whoever, maybe like a normal resident.
Yeah, it could have been like Ivano.
Yeah, probably like a normal resident or whatever. I got there at, oh man, I was partying in Delray, because I moved to Lakewood when I first moved there. So I was partying like Delray, Boca area, whatever. And then it turned into like, let's go to space. And I was like, let's go to space. Like, I fucking have no idea. I just moved here. Literally just moved here. Like, I was like this, let's go. Right? Because I knew of clubs in Miami, but I've only been to Miami like 1 or 2 times. And like, space wasn't one of the places I was going to, right? So I was like, let's go. And I think we got there at like, I want to say, maybe like 4 or something like that. 3 or 4.
Okay.
Left at 10:30.
How much did you pay?
Not that much. Maybe like $50.
What year was
40.
this?
This was 2011.
It's about right.
It was like $50. It wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad.
What time was it when you went?
4,
Like
4.
3, 4.
Yeah, that's about right. It's
Yeah.
about
So it was like at $50, I think, or something like
par
that. Maybe.
for the course.
And I was like, fuck it, let's go, let's ride. And I was in there, left at 10, was popping Molly. And I was like, bro, that turned into like every fucking weekend I was at fucking space, because I was like still like trying to pick up gigs and shit down here. And I didn't really know anyone. So I was just out partying and like meeting people and shit like that. And like me, I'm thinking, I'm gonna come down there, bro. I'm gonna fucking go straight to Miami. Nah, I fucking work my way down here. But like fucking every weekend I was at fucking space. And then it became like an accomplishment like this. I'm gonna stay 1 more hour later. 1 more hour later this time. 1 more hour later. So it's like, how much drugs can I do and can stay 1 more hour later this time? Right. And I think the latest I stayed was like 12:30 one time.
Okay.
And then I told myself, I'm never staying here that fucking late, early again. Because this wasn't when, like, you know how now everyone, when they go to space, like, they do, like, the fucking want to stay here till 6 p.m. and shit like that, like, and all this shit like that. So
I mean,
it was like,
that
it's like
was the thing
slam,
back
it's like
then
slam
too,
that.
though.
I think these were, like, normal nights, though. These weren't, like, no special, these weren't, like,
Yeah, because back then, because now every week is a special.
yeah, every week is, like, someone special
every
day.
day because they're open.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
And this was just Saturdays when they were just
It was
open
only
Saturdays.
Saturdays.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it wouldn't be anybody.
It was, like, normal, like, people there. Like,
Sometimes
so it
it would be
wasn't
Miss Mayday or whatever.
Yeah, or like Patrick M or some shit like that. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't, you know what I mean? Like wasn't like no one super crazy, right? So like it was like 11:30 and like really bright and like not super busy in there, but busy enough for me to look around and see what the fuck was in there.
And then that's when you leave.
I was like this. Nope. I was like, nah.
when you can
nah.
actually like
Yeah,
see,
when I
like,
can
not
see-
even see when you start thinking right,
Comprehending what's going on.
comprehension.
Because
Because
I'm fucked up at that point. I'm just like, and then once it starts to like wear off, and I'm like, oh hell no.
yeah,
You're a freak.
you realize that you're in there with all the addicts,
Yeah,
and all,
dog.
like people that you're like, you know what? None
I
of these
should
people are
not be
normal.
here.
Yeah,
I should not be here right now.
Of course.
And I was like, yo, let's round this shit up. Bro, one time, like this, like, yo, let me say, I got some fucking crazy white friends. They were like, one time, I swear, we rented a fucking minivan, right? Because we were like this. We don't want to drive our cars and shit like that. And we don't want a bunch of people driving. So we're like, let's just rent a minivan and it'll fit like 8 or 9 of us in there and we'll go down. End up being like 14 people in this fucking minivan.
That's a mistake.
The hugest mistake.
Yeah.
We still made the fucking trip. Went all the way down there. Called it the Space Mobile. Fucking all went down there. And got so fucked up. But it was a great time. Yeah, at that time. And then I started going when like acts started going. Like I wanted to go see actual acts from there. Like Fetty the Grand was probably one of the best shows I saw there. Mark Knight.
that's crazy. We were definitely with you, but we didn't. know you.
You're probably in the other
Like,
room.
you were there, but we probably were because we used to get a table inside the loft.
Yeah.
Even when we didn't, like there was a time where we had to pay for Mark Knight. Do you remember that? Me, you, and Neil, and it was like $80, and it sucked.
Because I used to buy my tickets like pre.
It was like 10 in the morning. We
Bro.
left the studio. Remember the Neil's studio?
Neil Studio, yeah, I remember.
You were like, "Fuck it, let's go." And then we go because it was us 3.
Wasn't it like a holiday weekend
It
too or
was.
something?
That's why.
That's
and we
why,
got charged,
Yeah.
and we were like, "Fuck!" And then he just didn't do a good job,
Yeah.
especially at that time.
But it was packed, wasn't it?
It was slammed.
Slammed. Look, for the amount of times that we've gotten in with free drinks, with free wristbands, with access to VIP, all that for free.
Yeah.
Like, you know, every once in a while you make me pay whatever, bro. I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean, this is me now saying that's okay.
Yeah.
Back then, I'd probably throw a fucking
Back
fit.
then, we were like, "Hell no!" And
I'm
then
like, you know who the fuck I am type shit.
Yeah.
I think
I wouldn't do that, but yeah.
I was a huge Fetty LeGrand fan back then. Huge. Like I seen him and like I told you about this. Like I seen him at like a New Year's Eve of like 2003 of like some small ass club in
that
like
was
Connecticut.
I think that was his prime. Like
That's when
the
Put Your Hands
early-
Up for
Yeah,
Detroit
for
first came
Detroit.
out. And I think this was like his first tour in the States. And like this place wasn't super busy. And I was like, I kind of feel bad. This dude came all the way over here and shit like that. But then he started blowing up. Like he started like really getting blown up after that. So I seen him at Space twice. And the first time, like he like went to the bathroom like mid set and was like running back, and I was like, "Oh, Fatty!" I'm all fucking geeked out and fucking stopped and like dapped me up and shit like that. Took a quick picture and I was like, "This, yeah." And then the second time I saw him might have been one of the last times I've been to Space, and then me and my ex were like, "We're gonna go sober. Like we're gonna wake up and go down, and we're gonna go sober, and like we're not gonna take any drugs." Maybe like have a beer or two or whatever, but like we're not gonna get fucked up. We're gonna actually enjoy it.
Okay.
And it was probably one of the best times I had. Just like being in there and just vibing the fuck out to the
I
music.
believe it.
What year was that?
Oh, that might be like 2013 maybe. 2013, 2014
I think
maybe.
Let Me
around
Think
there.
About It.
Yeah.
Around that time?
Yeah. And like it was a vibe. And like again, I seen him again. Cause once he got done, I left too. And he was outside fucking waiting for like his limo to come pick him up or whatever. And like I talked to him and I was like, yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm a DJ too. You know, fucking that whole shit. But like, yeah, dog. That was no, I had good times at Space. I will not step foot in that place now. Dude, you couldn't.
It's funny because you said
you couldn't
you know
pay me.
we're gonna go sober. You know?
Yeah.
The last time I went to Space was with my friend, and we woke up early. He's like, "We're gonna go sober. Trust me, bro. In and out." But this was like 2023.
Yeah.
But literally up the stairs, around the bout, and right back through the back. We're like, hell no.
Must have been a shitty night then.
It was packed, but it just wasn't. The music sucked.
It's not
and
the
Dude,
same, dog.
The thing is that like they get their good DJs every now and then here and there. I mean, at least for my preference. But like the last few times that I've been in the more recent years, it's not that many. Bro, music's way too fucking low, bro. Every time.
Oh,
Is it really?
That's also a thing. Like they
Is
can't.
it? Oh, they can't bump it no
It
more?
just doesn't have that
'Cause of the-
same oomph that I remember. That
Yeah,
like,
no, that
you
shit
know.
used to fucking.
Yeah,
bang.
it's really loud as shit in there. Like that shit, bro. The winter like the Miami music, we called it WMC before it was called
Back
Miami
then,
music.
yeah,
right.
yeah.
But like the WMCs and shit, when I used to come down, like I would come down and like stay in Miami for like 3-4 days, whatever. And like it'll be a bunch of us, and like bro, I would go to Space at least 2-3 times, and like. Oh, it was the best. Like, it was
know what's funny?
It was the best times.
That was when we wouldn't go. We barely went for WMC shows
Yeah.
because it was a lot of like
Just
it's
crowds,
obviously
just
all
fucking-
all New York and Chicago, whatever.
Yeah, no, I completely understand that.
That it didn't, and like when you go on off weeks, it's like everyone's clicked up or whatever. So
Yeah.
like a lot of the locals, unless it was like the local dice shows or whatever.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
realistically, like we just didn't go to those, and it could have been because also Emmy was like, "Yo, no comps this week, maybe." But also
That
like
too, yeah.
we've also gone.
Yeah.
And when we met Richie, we were good no matter what.
Always.
But that was late, like 2012s or whatever. But you know the party would be so weird because like it's just so many tourists or whatever.
Yeah, no, I get it.
It wasn't the same.
I was still new to Miami, so like I wasn't.
No,
like, I didn't have
I
that.
can totally
Yeah.
understand like going from Philly to Miami for WMC and you go to Space, you're like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But
I got the fuck you band a couple years, so I went.
I remember. Yeah, I remember when those came out.
I sold enough tickets because I sold tickets for everything. So
I remember those came out. Yeah, I remember when
I
those
remember
came
that
out.
shit. I made a lot of money during.
Those are dope. Those
March,
are dope.
bro. March was my Christmas, man.
yeah, March was a good
For
month.
at least a solid decade, like
Yeah.
You know what I like that we used to do? Because there were parties that we wouldn't get tickets to. So we found ways to get tickets to these parties. Like there was a Steve Angelo party at Eden Rock that no one could get tickets to. And then
Yeah.
we found little Alex Rockstar and he got us physical tickets. We went to want tickets ourselves and got our own like
Oh,
name
really?
on there, so we can sell every single ticket. You get me? Like just to be
shit.
able to sell the ticket.
Damn, 1 tickets. I remember them. Fuck.
Go pick them at the Shelbourne.
Yeah, I remember
That's
those.
where
Yeah,
they were at.
that was the pickup. Yeah, that was
You
the pickup.
go, you
yeah.
get your stack of tickets,
Yep.
and you just go fucking work.
Damn, that's right. But that's where I met Travis Rogers going to a show. I forgot which show we were going to. Damn, I wish I could remember the fucking DJ, but it might have been the closing party of the weekend, like the closing party. And that was the first time I met Travis Rogers. And I met him at a fucking McDonald's, like up in Broward. Like he came and met us with the tickets, and I was like, bro,
Oh, shit, that's awesome.
that's when he was like fucking out, like hustling and
No,
shit.
shout
like,
out to Travis.
He was
Shout out-
hustling,
shout out
dog.
to
He was
Travis.
hustling, dog.
Hey, man.
Do you have a space story that's like, a great space story?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. I guess. I don't
Say
know.
it.
I have a lot of stories though that I really shouldn't tell, so I'm not gonna. But
Oh.
one that's particularly memorable, if you want.
Yeah, memorable. It doesn't have to be girls. It could be like a set that we went to.
No.
Like remember when we went David Tort when we met him?
Oh,
Oh, that was great. That
And
was
like
a
it was
great
me,
one.
you, Joey, everyone, and we got to hang out with him after his set, and he hung out with us.
There was one night that we saw Funk Agenda at Space, and he
Yeah,
fucking,
ripped it.
rocked.
That's
it.
when he played Nobody Listens to Techno, and we were like, yo, what the fuck?
I requested
yo,
it.
I might have been there. that
I
night.
wrote it on my fucking BlackBerry, I think, because that's what I had at the time, a fucking black. And I go like that. I go the techno remix by you, right? And bro, like 10 minutes
Yeah,
later,
10 minutes later, he played it.
fucking plays
That's
it.
sick.
I remember that. You might have been there, because that was around the Mark Knight years or whatever.
Yeah, I remember.
It was like
Funk-
2011, maybe.
Yeah, Funk Agenda was that dude.
He was the shit, and then
Adam,
him and
bro.
Richie beefed.
Yeah, we all beef. We fucking were beefing on Twitter and all that. And then like the next time when we saw him, bro, the guy was cool as
Yeah, he was
fuck.
cool.
And he actually, like, every time I would see him, whether I'm like in Belgium or some other place in the world, or even during Music Week when he'll come and do a show randomly, like he'll see me, he'd always remember me. Shout out to Adam, that's his name, Adam, bro, nicest guy.
There was one time where I was cheating on my girlfriend. I think Shades was cheating on his.
Which one?
You were with, okay, so I was, like we were having, do you remember that?
But I wasn't taken at the time, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
I had just broken up, I think.
But we were with two girls that we were not supposed to be with.
Yeah.
That was a fun ass
You're
date.
gonna blur her name out, right?
Yeah, I blur
Alright.
all the names out.
Dude, like I went like on this whole hooking up spree all over space with her. You know what I mean? Like,
That's the part that I remember. So there's like elevators in the back, like behind the DJ booth in the second room.
Yeah.
in the
And
loft,
I'm making
yeah.
out, and then that's what I remember, bro.
Oh man, that was.
I remember I
was
was
really
I was
bad.
like, I was so lit. I was like, there was mad people everywhere walking by
Yeah.
you, and I just told, just pull my dick out and suck it. I was so lit. I'm like, just pull it out and suck it, bro. I don't care. I really don't.
God.
Yo, that's fucking hilarious.
I've had so many good times over there that I can't think of like the best, but I will say, as far as sets go, I think Patrick M probably has the best set I've ever heard there, and it's because he's a resident and he knows the room and he knows
Yeah.
the locals or whatever. But if we're going like special DJs or whatever, there was one day I stayed. I think I talked about it. When Alio came on the pod, we saw Loco Dice and we closed space down.
Yeah. Look, I was just about to say, Local Dice might be for me. Him or Martinez Brothers might be like up there for me, like best sets I've heard in there.
Shout out to Space, man. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
I
Space.
think it's WMC's birthday too, or it's their 20 or Ultra's 25th.
Ultra's 25th, right? Yeah.
Damn. 25 years of Ultra. I'm
You
old
played
as
Ultra,
fuck.
right?
Yeah, I did. My name's been on the flyer so many times. I never played, and because I didn't want to.
Yeah.
My partner always wanted to, but like I told him, like, we're gonna be put in by the bathrooms, by the porta
Yeah,
potties.
yeah.
I'm good. And then one year they put us at like the Miami stage that wasn't next to the shitter, and I was there. Like I stood next to him while he played, but I didn't want to play.
Yeah.
Ultra was never.
That wasn't like on a bucket list for you.
It wasn't a bucket list thing for me,
Yeah.
bro. Honestly, my bucket list as a house DJ was Mansion, and I got to be the resident there. I got to headline there on my own
On your birthday.
3 or 4 times. I've closed for Dimitri and Mike. I've closed for Borgor. I closed for A-Track. I closed for Craze. I closed for everybody.
Yeah.
Once I reached that, and then the EDM bubble was popping. Live was
Yeah.
never my. Live was never a thing.
I've always told
Yeah.
people the same thing. Like that's not really on my thing.
Like
I
the
don't
road to
care.
Mansion was awesome though.
Yeah.
Because it was like, automatic slims, aero bars, shit like that. Like headlining my birthday at all these places.
You did Cameo before you got
And
Mansion.
then after Aero Bar, because of Aero Bar, Cameo was the next year. And then because of Cameo, they gave me Mansion. And then after that, I really had nowhere. Like I didn't
had
know what
set?
to do.
See, it sucks.
You had
'cause
set. You did Mokai for a while.
No, I was a
also.
resident at every club they had
Yeah.
Yeah.
because of the Cameo shit.
And then
But-
later on, you did also. Somewhere along that path, you also got Space as well, and
I did Nikki Beach, Space.
oh yeah, Nikki as
I
well.
was at Nikki for like 4 years. When I saw Steve Angelo and Sebastian Ingrosso at Mansion,
Yeah.
I was like, this is it.
See, like it was weird because when I moved down here, like I had Southie. I want to play on the beach or whatever. But it was like, I guess when the Opium Group was like starting to fade away a little bit, was when like I really started to like get my footing in Florida and shit like that. So me getting down here was like, I'm like, it's a hassle. I'm like, that allure wore off, and I was like, let me just like try to dominate the market time up here and shit like that. And then if I get down there, I get down there, and it is what it is. It wasn't that big of a deal to me. And I mean, obviously, it worked out for me. I think my career's pretty cool, but like, you know what I mean. But like, thanks for straight.
I'm just kidding.
I'm
fucking with you.
It could be because you know what it is. I've seen other guys play those places and then fizzle out in 6 months and never be heard of again and shit like that.
That does happen.
You know what I mean? And I didn't want to be that.
Nah, and you know what sucks? Because when I played at those places, it's like, what do you do now? Oh, you become a resident. And then when you become a resident, you kind of lose the love for these places.
Yeah.
Let's play a game.
yeah.
What we got?
So you first. Pick any
What year are we done?
late 90s,
Early 2000s.
not even all 2000s, but late 90s, like 97, 98, 99. 98, 99, more. And it doesn't have to be a sitcom. It could be a show.
can find here.
Damn, the two that I have in my head, the theme song says it. Look, they say it. Hang time.
Yeah. Fuck.
The city guy.
I was in that same world.
Oh, for you, it should be in front. Yeah. I know this.
Turn around.
Can't even fucking see it.
Is it ER?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I got 1 point.
Points for Paul.
There you go. That's fire.
Good call.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That was good. Fuck. Rafi, you got one?
I got one.
All right.
What is it, like Seventh Heaven or some shit?
Nah.
Blossom?
No.
Surf dudes with attitude?
So like,
Oh, I know this.
Bro, you know this.
nah, man.
All right, what is it?
Dreaming. California dreams.
Oh, shit. That's your favorite show.
Bro, I love that show.
California Dream.
California Dreams. That shit
Okay.
took over after like Saved by the Bell and all that shit love.
You had to fill that Kelly Kapowski void.
Yeah. Oh, California Dreams is dope.
All right, I got one. You're going to get it really quick, but. Hold on. This one.
Oh, okay. Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Couldn't think of anything. All right, so I
Which
got
one was that?
not the animated
The animated one, right?
97.
So hold on. Does Rafi get points if like we don't guess his?
Yeah, I would say so. I think we all have 1 point.
Okay.
Radioactive Spider-Man.
Oh, I got one.
Found one.
Oh, this is it's not Wipeout. Oh, what is this? I know this. Was this shit on Nickelodeon?
No.
Oh, this
Rocco's Modern Life.
They actually have it in the song. Rocco.
why? I don't know.
That's that.
What is it?
Third Rock from the Sun.
No, I never really watched that show.
I actually started watching it recently, and it was actually pretty good.
Is it funny? It's with the aliens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I saw the last season, so it was interesting.
Interesting.
All right, what we got here?
What you got for us, Rafi?
Anime
Oh,
mix.
yeah, come on. Yeah.
Too easy. Oh, it sounds so familiar.
It does, right?
Oh, shit. Oh. Oh my God.
This isn't like hanging with Mr. Cooper, right? No.
Yo, what was that? I know that. I know
it
that.
too, but
You were
fuck.
close.
It's around that time, right?
I don't know if it's around that time, but you're close.
Was it the little kid? Smart guy?
No, it's the Steve Harvey show.
Oh.
I didn't watch it as much.
For real?
I used to
It's
watch that shit
alright.
faithfully. That was a great show.
It's a good show.
Got me. This is like some white show.
Nickelodeon, bro.
This is a Nickelodeon show?
Yeah.
Is it Josh and Drake or some shit?
No,
I don't know. 90s? It's not that's not Clarissa.
You're like on the right, like
The Adventures of Pete and Pete.
Yeah, there you go. Bro, I like watched that show a couple times.
It's also like super white, so I wouldn't expect Rafi to know it.
It was kind of vulgar too, wasn't it? Or like they did some fucked up things on that show a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
Right?
little bit, yeah.
I'm up. All right.
Yo, who's keeping count here? Because I forgot.
It's like
Yeah, at this point,
We'll just do like another
we'll
round.
do another round. This
Yeah, yeah. Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
yeah, bang. Good call.
Yeah.
By the way, great show.
Yeah.
Great fucking show.
week. The movie was fire.
The movie
Like
was
the
good.
first one?
Yeah, with Melissa, with Clarissa explains on. I forgot her
Yeah.
name. Melissa.
She was in the first one?
The movie. Yeah.
Was that her? No,
I don't think that was
No,
her.
it was
Yeah.
her.
It wasn't the girl from the show.
No, it wasn't
No,
her from
no,
the
no,
show.
it
It was
was-
a girl from
I think she was like on Baywatch.
Really?
She was like a super B-list actress.
Yeah,
Oh, then
yeah.
maybe. I thought it was
The Giles
Melissa Joan
was no. The Giles was Donald Sutherland.
Christy Swanson.
Oh, that's right.
Christy Swanson.
And Luke Perry.
Yeah. Christy Swanson went hot.
She was a baddie.
Shout out to Donald Sutherland.
Bro, that's right. He was Merrick. Oh, Sopranos.
Sopranos.
All right, Rafi got it first.
That's fire.
This one might be a giveaway, but
Are you afraid of the dark?
Good one. Good one.
I'm crushing this, by the way.
You are.
you are, yeah.
I will admit.
I watch too much television.
I will admit you are.
Nah, we had a fucking awesome childhood.
Oh, shit.
TV shows back then were our little ADD dopamine hits.
Yeah?
Keep it playing, keep playing.
I got it, man. Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Wow. Damn.
Mm.
I don't even recall the music from that.
I do not remember the music ever. I just remember them being Legends of the Hidden Temple, filmed in front of a live audience at Nickelodeon Studios.
I got one. I think everyone's gonna get it, but whoever says it first.
Oh, Cops.
Damn.
I know because the beginning isn't what people remember, so I'm gonna go.
Oh shit.
All right, that was Name That Show.
That's fucking fire.
I'm gonna run through some shit real quick. Playboy Cardi.
Who listened to it?
Hold on. So, Playboy Cardi announces that he's dropping the album, a much anticipated album. Actually, he sold more than Drake's last album, but
Wow.
a lot of young kids love him. So he posted a thing on Twitter, midnight EST. Album's coming out.
PST or EST? Okay.
Then at 12:01 PST. Then at 3 a.m. later. At 7:35 in the morning. There were streamers waiting.
Yeah.
And they waited and waited. And then at 7:30 he dropped. It's not good.
You listened to it, right?
Yeah, I listened to the whole thing.
The whole thing? You went through all 30? Oh man, God bless your soul.
Even the Kendrick shit?
Yeah, because
That's what I went to first.
Because a thing came out that he's gonna be on multiple songs.
3.
Well, it didn't say 3; it said multiple.
Okay.
And then when it came out, it still didn't say who. People thought it was just one, the main one.
I had to go back and Google. I googled that shit before.
And then later, people realized he was on others. But it wasn't good. I'm not a fan of Cardi, but he has a lot of fans, and I realized that when I watched the Rolling Loud stream.
Yeah.
He has a lot of fans, like a lot of young fans.
Yeah.
So like streaming numbers are gonna be super high.
Yeah.
I don't know how much he's gonna sell because I don't think people are gonna buy the album. So I don't know how much real sales. But as far as streaming, he broke the record for most streams in a night. By Bad Bunny.
That's not an easy record to break either.
No, it's like 140 million streams, something like that, in 3 hours.
I think I saw that.
It's crazy.
Heavy stuff.
Yeah, I didn't listen to it.
It wasn't good. None of the songs are good. There's some good beats, but he's not a good artist to me.
I can't do it.
It's like screamo
Yeah, I tried.
on top of beats. Some are rockish
Yeah.
hip hop beats. Some are like trap beats.
Yeah.
Kanye did like 7 beats on that album that are good beats, but it's like very,
I can't.
it's not good.
I tried. Like I Googled in the morning. I was like, all right, which songs is Kendrick going? And then I found out those songs. So I went straight to those. And even still, I was like, nah. And I tried to listen. He said that one song with The Weeknd is actually not bad.
I mean, I don't mind I'll tell you the name of it. Good Credit. Like Kendrick's verse, at least.
It's not bad. I think I said it. I was like, this album's great if I don't have to hear Cardi on it.
Yeah, I don't like Cardi. I think Ice has a no Cardi version on it, if you want it.
I was
Just gotta hit him up.
That's the only way I can listen to it. The features, I think, are great. I think the beats, like I said, I think the beats are good. I just, it wasn't for me. It's not for me.
It's like on YouTube, you go and you look for Young Thug, The London, and like they have the song. They cut
Without
him.
Young Thug
They
out
cut
of it.
him out of his own song, and they put
perfect.
J. Cole and
It's great.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
It's not. Yeah, it's not. It wasn't.
No, but
it's not
even
for
with
me.
this one, it's not.
It's not for me, dog. It's just not for me.
That's terrible. That's funny, but
Like I was even to the point where I was like, kind of like searching through Twitter, being like, all right, what are the songs like, just in case these kids like request something like during the week or whatever, weekend. And nah, I'm like nah. So I think CR sent it in that group chat.
He's in Fiend. Just play Fiend. It's fine.
I could let Fiend run for like 45 seconds.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's the one that says
Says
Fiend
Fizzy, what is
in
it?
the song. A lot of notable reviewers like Anthony Fasano and shit, like people that are part of the Grammy Academy or all that shit, they're not feeling that Kendrick is on the album because all the shit that he's saying about Drake, a lot of the shit you can say that Cardi is also doing, and the way he treats his baby mom and all that shit.
Yeah.
People are like, yo, you're saying you'll never fuck with a person like that, but you're on, Kodak
Cardi's.
Black is on your album. You're on you're the only person that has multiple features on the album, so they're calling him a hypocrite. I did see that. But like notable people, not just like Kai, Sanat. As a matter of fact, those people don't care. It was more like the notable reviewers that were like, yo, like even Who's this dude, bro? Rap Radar. Do you know who I'm talking? Elliot Wilson even was
Yeah.
like, you know, he still says like he's still saying that Kendrick won or whatever, but it's just weird that like you're making this stance on the type of person that Drake is,
And like you're associating with those people.
yeah. So it's weird. I still think
He's a weird-
Kendrick's cool.
Yeah, me too.
I don't care. He may not like us, bro. That's what I'm gonna say in 20 years. He may not like us. I don't give a fuck. He won a battle being dirty. Schultz on Shay Shay was good. You should watch it, Rafi.
I saw a clip. That's cool. I watched. I watched the whole. I tried to watch the whole thing.
It was good. They talk about a lot of shit. All the people that beef with him. Even ask him about his top 4. The beef that Andrew has with Dave Chappelle. But yeah, good. I like Andrew being on everything. He's on Fox News. He's on CNN. He's on Breakfast Club. He's on Club Shay Shay. He's on Dax Shepard's podcast. He's on Bad Friends. He's on everything.
He's selling it, man.
He's one of the only people I think that can go to black, white, mixed markets.
Like white dude.
He has cross appeals.
White dude that can do that.
I think so.
Probably.
Okay. You
Maybe
say-
Bill Burr as well.
Yeah, I would say
But
Bill Burr.
A lot of people are hating Bill Burr now because he's being like
Anti-Trump.
is he anti-Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big.
Well, he got signed to Disney, so now like his whole rhetoric changed because he used to be different.
He just dropped a new special, didn't he?
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
Hulu.
Yet. I haven't seen it yet.
I've seen him perform, so I'm pretty sure that hour is a part of what I saw.
Okay.
Bill Burr, Chappelle Show alumni.
Yeah, that's right. He was the racial draft.
Sorry, honey.
Anthony Mackie catching flack for his remarks on a podcast.
What'd he say?
Well, he was saying that he wants to raise his children masculine, and I don't know. People took it the wrong way because they saw a clip. Because right under that or after that, people were saying he was homophobic, but literally like 3 sentences after whatever his statement was, he mentioned that a family member is gay, and he basically hung out with him to understand it because he didn't get it when he was young. He was like a 90s thug and he didn't get the gay thing.
Yeah.
So he took the time to like kind of figure that out. So that's why it didn't make sense to me. But he's getting a lot of flack. Like people are the black community.
I mean, I seen the clip. I don't know. It was, to me, it was like, I didn't think he was being like, because he was talking about the American male masculinity is like dying or whatever, or some shit like that. And I didn't really get that part. But when he was explaining it, I was like, he was just being I think when he was like explaining stuff, being like about his sons, like I was like, he's just being a good dad. Like that's the way I took it. But then he kind of like also contradicts himself in some of the shit that he says, because he was
You
like,
watched the clip only, right?
but no, I'm just talking about the clip about him talking about his kids.
Oh.
I'm talking about his kids. So when he's talking about his kids, he was saying like, I don't want them wearing Jordans or some shit like that. Like I want them to be humble. I don't care how much money I have and stuff
Okay.
like that. And I want them to be kids. But
Right.
then he also said like, my 15-year-old, like when I leave, I want to be the man of the house. So I'm like, all right, well, do you want to be the man of the house? You want to be a kid or you want to be the man of the house? Like I get it, but like you make a lot of money. Like you can have like you can still let these kids be kids and still be humble at the same time. And I was just like, to me, I was just like, that was kind of weird. And I was like, I get it, but it just sounded like a soundbite type of like.
But what did
Like
it come
that.
off as? Like homophobic or some shit?
No, not at all. I didn't think anything you said was homophobic. No, but because when he said like the male masculine is dying, I was like, I kind of get it, but like. Again, that's perspective. I think that's all like it's perspective and how people look at it.
Traditional gender roles. We don't. You know,
That's not around anymore. That's not a thing
Yeah,
anymore.
dude. You know, put it this way, man. To fucking live, just in America, let alone other
Bro,
parts
you
of the
need
world.
you need dual income.
You need 2 people
You
working
need
to
dual
fucking
income, yeah.
cover all the bills and shit.
You need dual
know what I
income.
mean?
So that's why I was like,
you can't expect to have that. Oh, the one guy in the house covers it all, and you know anything breaks, he fixes. Anything goes wrong, he's on top of it. Like
unless you're in that 1%, 2%, bro, that shit.
like
is
I'm
not,
working,
it's not real
man. I
life.
gotta be at work.
That's just not real life.
So you know, I would want my eldest, you know, to be in charge while I'm at fucking work trying to make a living, so everyone can live in this fucking great lifestyle. So,
But
I
like,
mean-
I'm also not going. I'm not going to tell him to not be a kid and like not let him live the fruits of my labor, like the shit that I got. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I don't make. We do pretty well for ourselves, but like, I don't make millions of dollars, but I still give my daughter everything I have to make sure she can like.
That's your motivation.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So like, I don't. That's when like I didn't really. I got what he was saying.
Yeah.
About like the no Jordans thing and stuff like that, but like also like, let them be kids, bro. Like.
Kids like Jordans.
You're Anthony Mackie. You're fucking Captain America. Like let's like let them live some of the fruits of your labors and shit like that.
You're Captain.
But like,
I mean, you know, multi-millionaire Hollywood.
you know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like,
man,
yo,
your
let them-
kids are not gonna have a normal life.
you got a 15-year-old kid. If he wants fucking Jordans, go ahead and get him fucking Jordans.
You're
'Cause,
Papa Doc, bro.
yeah, like if I see kids in the
he's
hood that can
Clarence.
wear them, then like you can fucking let your kids wear them and shit like that. But like that's on your parenting to keep them humble and shit like
And
that.
like,
So,
and you know, Anthony Mackie talking like he can't get a fucking pair of Jordans that are hard to get like at retail. Like, come on, he's Anthony Mackie. He can
bro, you
pull- he
make one
can pull-
phone call and fucking
Yeah, that's it.
let's. So that's what. But the homophobic thing, I didn't get that part. I was
Yo,
so
Anthony Mackie wasn't Anthony Mackie though. Like Anthony Mackie isn't a big name,
He played Tupac.
and he did a bad job.
And he did a bad job.
And in the movie, he goes, "Yo, what's up? I'm Tupac."
It was so bad.
Wow, bro.
He like let's be real. Besides Marvel stuff, he's not like an A-list actor.
I wonder
I
what
wouldn't
else
call him
he
a B.
did.
I wouldn't call him A. I mean, he's a B. He's in that mid tier.
He's not an A though.
But who do we call him? Who we call him A then?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit like that.
Okay. All right. That makes
I
sense.
just fucking
No,
stumped
it makes
you
sense.
on that
Yeah,
one.
no, that makes sense. Makes sense. Makes
Like
sense.
so, and also like I don't know about you, but like
But it doesn't
matter. It doesn't matter how much money you have, whatever. Maybe
Yeah.
he feels uncomfortable asking people for shit. Like he was, like I said, he was never the guy.
Yeah.
And it's not even he's not even the guy in Marvel. Maybe now he is.
Yeah.
All the guys had to die
Yeah, for him to be a guy.
for him to be the guy.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying.
So maybe like and then when he was Papa Doc, maybe he didn't make a lot of money, bro. No one kind of remembers that he's Papa Doc.
I don't think anyone made really money out there.
Except for Eminem.
Yeah, except for him.
He was Clarence, man.
You know, on the same podcast, he comes out saying that all the stuff that Eminem said was about him, not about the character in the movie.
Oh, really?
Really?
So they didn't have that. They didn't have that ready for the movie. So Eminem was like, "Yo, let's hang out. Let me get to know you." And then he told him his whole life story. And then when they
Wow.
battled, "Oh, you got both your parents or whatever," and he was like, "Yo, that's me. You're talking about me. I went to Cranbrook."
So you lived a privileged life and you can't let your kids live a fucking privileged life? Fucking.
I mean, I wouldn't say privileged. That was just
scared to death
the movie.
Yeah.
to look at his fucking yearbook.
But yeah.
Fuck Cranbrook. Then that's why I said that's why he was clutching the mic like he wanted a fucking punch.
Wow.
But like I'm saying, like if you don't like, you were never the guy.
Yeah.
So you just don't think you're the guy. Like he wants to be.
Mm-hmm.
He has the bravado and shit. Like he wants
Yeah.
to be the guy, but he never was, bro.
Maybe he's
Yeah.
still humble. He's the humble.
It's not even humbled, or maybe he's gotten humbled.
Yeah.
Like in the show, like in the show, they tried to arrest him. They're like, "Oh shit, we didn't know we didn't see your wings or whatever." Like
Yeah.
it's like, "Oh, we forgot." Like you don't look like Clarence.
Yeah.
Shout out to him anyway. I like Anthony Mackie.
Same.
Yeah. It was the clip was. I think the clip was like. It was
I like the
straight.
clip.
I didn't have no
understood it.
problems. I didn't have no problems.
But I
with it.
understand
I got both sides.
the backlash of it.
Yeah, I got both sides.
I understand people also not doing their due diligence to listening to maybe 2 or
the
3
whole
more
thing.
minutes.
Yeah, the
Dude,
whole thing.
we live in an
But that's
ADD society.
that's the world
dude.
we live in right now.
No, I know.
Yeah, people will
The
share
thing
the
that sucks-
headline but not read
Then
the
that
article.
sucks. Like the
Exactly. I hate that.
podcast didn't clip that. Someone clipped that.
Yeah.
Someone on their own was like, "Oh, I'm gonna stop it right here before he gets to the part."
Purposely take it out of context, like just to put a bad light on it. I
That's
mean,
the world we live in.
that's whoever clipped that. That
Nah, bro,
that
there are
person is
companies.
dishonest.
There are companies. I know that because they've contacted like people that I know that are literally like, "Oh, we're looking for workers. Like, we need people to work." It's basically listen for keywords and conversations, and then cut combos from here to here.
Yeah.
That's how you get all these crazy like clips, especially Andrew's clips. They're all out of context, and then literally like a second after that, when it cuts, is when he's explaining what's happening or whatever. You get me? Like, and that's just what it is. Rage bait, they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That gets more clicks than anything else. Rolling Loud, I watched it. Nobody else did.
Definitely did not.
Kai Cenat had more viewers on his stream than the Rolling Loud stream.
I saw one clip.
Somehow I'm not surprised, by the way. At
So
that.
you want to know the difference?
Please do.
Kaisana had like 100,000 people watching. Rolling Loud had like 11,000 people watching.
That's crazy.
It wasn't even just a small one. It was like he completely overshadowed Rolling Loud.
And you're not watching Rolling Loud. You're watching him backstage. The only time he actually got on stage was for Playboy Card. Yeah. Yeah. I watched his stream. I'm turning into a big fan.
Okay.
Yeah. For things that I'm interested in.
Okay.
Because he also does streams of shit that I don't care about.
Yeah.
But I'm becoming a fan. It's entertaining as fuck.
I would have watched the Batman shit.
It's like a TV show.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. This motherfucker had me up at 3 a.m. watching that fucking.
That's when you were watching
that
it.
marathon shit.
The Mafia-thon?
Yeah. He had me up fucking at 3 a.m. watching this
So that
shit.
shit was funny.
I just had Twitch on. I just left it on.
So you get ads?
Yeah, I'm not fucking paying.
Bro, diabolical. Sometimes it'd be like 9-10 ads, back-to-back, 3-minute ads on his shit. Because he has so many people and like he's getting super paid. Bro, legit like a 15 minutes of ads.
Is he like the black Mr. Beast?
No,
See, I don't give out money.
he's not giving out money. Well, he does.
You got a PlayStation.
Like
He does.
his clout, like what I'm saying, what he does, the streams, the views,
Bro,
like he's
Mr.
building up
Beast,
to that.
Mr. Beast is the black Mr. Beast, bro.
I get it.
There's no
There's no-
one
there's no
that can
Mr.
get
Beast.
close.
And like, I didn't even know Mr. Beast. What, a couple years ago, I was like, I don't know, this guy. I was like, this guy's weird. I was making fun of people when they were like posting those things, but like, Mr. Beast giving money or whatever. Like so I was like, bro, he ain't giving out no fucking money.
He is.
But he is giving people money. I wish I would have posted it.
He just posted today to submit if you want to join season 2 of his games. $15 million grand prize.
I would love to see his taxes.
I'll join.
Like me personally,
If you
because I look at
Google,
taxes
if
all
you
day.
YouTube, he'll tell you. There's
Yeah?
mad podcasts he's on that he literally tells how much he makes. He shows people how much he makes off channels or whatever. Like he's very transparent. He literally has $0.
But the prize money is out of his pocket.
No, it's Amazon gives him 5 and then he puts the rest.
Okay.
For the first show, Amazon only gave him 1.5, and he gave away 10 million as the grand prize. In total, 47 million in the whole show. $47 million.
I'll sign up.
So, like I said, I want to see the taxes just to see, this in, this out. What's deducted. Like I'm curious.
Oh man, camera equipment is a big thing.
all that shit, salaries. I'm sure he has it all
accountant.
under LLC and all that. So
His
he's
accountant is probably a wizard.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure, 100%.
I can send you if you want to submit.
Yeah, I'll submit.
You have to do a video.
It's fine.
Yo, let's get Rafi on the shit, man.
Yo, get me on that show. The first opportunity they offered money, I'm like this.
So
It's like it's a $15 million.
So Beast Games,
yeah.
we're back, season 2. Here's what you need to know about submitting for a chance to compete. You need to be 18 and over. You need to have a passport. You need to be a legal citizen, valid U.S. Social Security. You need to be free of any obligations and able to travel internationally for up to 6 weeks during the period of May to July 2025.
Slow season, I'm in.
Está bien.
You must not be a current candidate for public office. You are not currently employed by or closely connected to anyone who is involved with the creation of the show.
I'm in there.
And then it says, tell us who you are. Are you smart, physically strong? Tell us why you're smart. And the ultimate strategic thinker, analytical, clever, street smart, and master problem solver who can outsmart the competition. Do you have a high IQ? Damn. You might not be able to.
No, I do. Actually, do. No.
A collection of impressive intellectual achievements, or tell us how your strength, endurance, and physical dominance make you an unstoppable force in this competition. Your knee's gonna blow out
When
first
it's gonna
episode.
blow out if I do something crazy.
You saw like when
Yeah.
they're
Playing hide and go
dragging
seek?
when they're dragging the fucking tank or whatever.
Oh no, I'm done.
You got a bad knee.
2.
We were playing basketball and that shit.
My other one fucking blew up.
This is 40.
Oh, that happened like 5 years
This is
ago.
5 years ago. This is 35. Fucking
So you have to submit a 1-minute
I
video
can still do it.
saying your name, age, where you live, and what you do for a living, but don't just list them, prove it. Make sure to answer at least 2 or 3 of these questions. What was your favorite challenge from the first season? Who was your favorite contestant? And what makes you an unforgettable competitor?
What's the deadline?
I don't know. But it literally, he posted it like 7 hours ago. So you have time
We got time to think this
because
up.
you have to make a video.
We got time to think this up.
It also says, what would you do with $5 million?
Oh man. Well,
The guy that won.
it's gonna be tax, right? So it's like 3.5.
Two chicks at the same time.
Nah, it's not because you're gonna get the guy got double. Remember?
What do
So
you mean?
it's not. Don't think about taxes. What would you do with $5 million?
Offer it. Would I do $5 million?
The guy that won, just to give you context, the guy that won, his video was like because his daughter has cancer or some shit.
Yeah. He had upper hand. Yeah, I don't have that.
What would
But
you
not
do?
everyone had that got picked. You get me?
Yeah,
He just happened to win.
Yeah.
What would I do with $5 million?
Yeah, what would you do with $5 million?
Double it.
How?
By asking Mr. Beast for another $5 million.
That's solid. That'll work.
No, I don't know. $5 mil?
Yeah.
I'm definitely not gonna be a philanthropist.
I would.
There's no philanthropy going on here. I've done enough my whole life being broke, giving money to homeless people, giving money to charities. Now I'm gonna give money to like my family and friends, and they're only able
That's
to.
still philanthropy, though.
Is it philanthropy?
$5 million is. I don't think that's enough for me to just start. Just handing out bonuses to my friends and family.
Bro,
obviously they'll be in
Shades. If I give you $100,000, that's not gonna dent my $5 million.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. If I give 10 people,
Then you go to 4.9.
You know what I would
then you're
want?
at 4.9.
You know what? But see, look, if I were gonna
100K. If you gave me 100K, I'd be like, whoa, that's a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
I'd be like, that's a
I
lot.
wouldn't
I'd be
want
like,
the cash.
50, I'd be happy.
I wouldn't want the
I'd be
cash.
happy with 10.
I only like 9 people, so I'm gonna at
Same,
least have
same.
4.1,
Okay.
Fair.
Right?
Okay.
and then the rest goes to my million fucking houses and shit.
I will not give people money. I'll give them investments. You know what I mean? So instead of giving Rafi, for example, 100K, I'll use that 100K as the down payment. This is where my mortgage fucking side comes in, as the down payment for an investment property, right? You'll have a mortgage, then you'll own the property, you'll rent it out. The rent will pay the fucking mortgage, and then after that, it's all profit. You can refinance
Exactly.
it down the line. I'll put the fucking everything in your name,
Exactly.
and it's yours. It's your investment property, and then you can collect the check every fucking
That's the way
month.
to do it. That's the way to do it.
Yo, that's what I tell my clients.
No,
And then I'll make sure that little bit right there will set up each one of my friends that I give a property to. So that's it. You're never gonna be broke. You're always gonna have a place to either stay or you'll have some kind of fucking property that you can sell or rent out. That's
Nah,
constant money. in your
No,
pocket.
I think I would do something like that.
let them ruin their own lives with the money you gave them.
Well, the truth is, there's some people at least in my family at least that like, yo, you fucking can't trust them with money.
Yeah.
So it's better to just set them like here. You don't have to do anything. Just here is better than giving them the cash because the cash it'll be there one day and then it's gone the next and
See, I think I would do
Just spend
something
it
like
foolishly, you know?
I would do something like that. I would pay off my mom's house, right?
yeah,
Pay off my ex's house.
right.
Your
And-
house.
I mean, technically, but yeah, like I don't live there.
Oh,
so-
you'll buy her out? You mean?
No, I wouldn't buy her out. I would pay for it so she doesn't have to worry about a fucking mortgage. And like, so
she can raise your daughter.
yeah, she can be straight. She don't have to fucking worry about a mortgage.
Are you gonna?
Right,
and then it doesn't have to come from me. I'll break her off like a
No, I was gonna say, would you get her a new house?
No, it's all on her now. Because I would give
or your
her
mom.
my mom.
Yeah, like
I would heavily convince my mom to move down to Florida, and I would buy her a house, but she would live with me. Like I would buy a big enough house.
That you have like a guest house.
Yeah,
And she'll stay in the guest house.
And like I'm not the type of person like I'm not moving like the Coral Gables. I'm not moving down here. I'm not moving to Parkland or nothing like that. Like
I'm moving the fuck out of Miami.
like I'm gonna live in the burbs. Don't get me wrong, but like I'm gonna find me a nice crib like
I'm going to Dallas.
on like the A1A or some shit. I probably would stay in Florida.
Dallas.
I would probably want to leave, but for me to leave Florida, I would have to pack everybody up, and I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not doing that.
I can do that. You can't.
Honestly, I don't know what my living situation would be if I had the money like that.
I would
because I wouldn't want to stay put.
That also that like
I would definitely travel.
I would get the thing about me like also maybe I've never had $1 million,
Yeah.
so I don't know. But any time of my life, I don't think I would have ever bought in or splurged if I would have won money. But I don't know until you don't know till you get it.
Yeah. I tell you what though, one thing I would do. I would invest in this.
Oh, like
I'd be a silent partner.
in Rockwell,
Yeah.
I'd buy it.
You can buy it and still have You can buy it and still have the same guys running it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would be a silent partner.
But then now you gotta pay him a salary.
But I would pay him a salary, but I would be a silent partner.
Just don't buy a nightclub.
No, I would. I don't think I would ever buy. I don't think I would ever buy a nightclub. Maybe a food truck. I would buy a food truck.
They're all fucking flips anyways. Nightclubs are just to wash money. So
Food, you're not gonna make money.
food, you're not gonna make money
It's
either.
unfortunate.
What I would think, if I'm doing it, if I'm buying a food truck, I'm not doing that to make money though. I'm doing that just as like a
For the
passion.
love?
Yeah, it was a passion type thing.
There's gonna be a point when you're looking at your money. You're like, I'm hemorrhaging money on this food truck. It doesn't make sense. Food is probably the worst investment. Like any investor will tell you, there's a 40, 60 chance.
Yeah.
Well, what about like high volume, like tacos and pizza and stuff? Because it's cheap to start.
I feel like you
That's
got
cheap to start, and then you can pump out $4 fucking
or like
tacos.
a cheesesteak stand or some shit like that. Like, I don't.
Maybe in Fort Lauderdale, I don't know how the stands should
I don't
work.
know how it would work down here, but like
But
if
here,
like,
there's no stands.
so like Big Al's, right? Big Al's is technically to me is like considered like a stand. Like it's not like a restaurant because there's like 3 tables like outside of like it's like going to
But is it a brick and mortar?
Here we got a taco
it's a brick and mortar,
stand.
but it's like going to
Yeah, but it's a restaurant.
it's like going to what's that place? Mary
Yeah, Mary's right here.
yeah, right. It's like something like that, right?
Oh, okay, yeah,
I consider that like a stand. Like
it's a brick and mortar. Though.
Yeah, it's a brick and mortar, but I would consider it a stand because it's not really like a sit-in restaurant. Like it has chairs and shit outside, but like it's like not really a sit-in restaurant.
You can franchise a fast food place. You'll make money with that.
You could,
Yeah.
Maybe.
you could, if you pick the right location.
I know like gasoline in a lot of places is already kind of like on the downswing. Less, more people are buying EVs, but you could probably still get like a gas station too.
Bro, a Wawa.
Oh, Wawa, sure.
I don't know if they franchise though.
Gotta look into that. I love the direction this conversation is taking because now we're talking about money, investments.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I think that's
You don't
what
like that?
No.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna go fucking ape shit. Like I'm gonna walk in the fucking Tootsies or BTs and like on some like
Yeah, see, I wouldn't.
on
do
some
that.
wild shit. But like just as like give me like 10 grand or 20 grand and just be like this. Let me just have a night or like just get stupid.
A 20 grand night,
Yeah, just
bro. You better
stupid.
fucking invite me, bro.
Just get stupid. Just get stupid.
Yeah, sure.
But then like,
I'll
but
be
then I'll be
smart,
like,
but-
I'm like, all right, I got that out of my system. I'm not doing that shit again.
Yeah, leave your debit card at home and take the money out.
Yeah, cash,
or
and then
something,
like
yeah.
when that shit's done, I'm like this. All right, we're leaving.
Yeah, I know that. And some drunk.
Some motherfuckers be like this.
Drunken
No,
moment.
fuck that. Give me no.
Take out. Yeah, you're all drunk because we've all been there where we drunk as fuck and we're like, fuck it. We whip out the fucking credit card, just like buy this, buy that, and then we regret it the next day.
Nah, I would probably.
See,
wouldn't.
I do that like at the food spot. Yo, I just got paid. Let's eat everything, yo.
I'm down.
Like, what restaurants would you want to go to?
That's the thing.
Because you can go to anyone you want.
I'm not a fan of high end restaurants.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to none of those type shits like that.
I don't like any of them. None of the food is like great to me.
I'm not going to Carbone on that bullshit like that. Like,
I don't do. I wouldn't. Italian for me, bro. Like 90%.
You can make it at home.
Yeah,
90% of it. Yeah.
But I
can
would
make it
go on like a tour of like mom and pop shops of like all across the country.
You could do that now.
Diner, drive-ins, and dives. I mean, I could, but
Oh, I guess your own diners, drive-ins, and dives. That makes sense.
But like, you have to, if you have that money, you have the time to go away. Like, I don't have to worry about working and like that. I have time to just do this shit and just like go. Rent a fucking Winnebago and just fucking go.
Want a pango?
Want to bank? Yo, shout out to Mr. Beast.
Yo,
Hopefully Rafi gets to be on it. Yeah, we'll end this quick though, because I don't want to be here that long, bro. I'm tired. Jonathan Majors is fucked.
What happened, Winno?
Bro, a recording of him came out, like basically confessing that he strangled his girlfriend. His PR people are pissed, dude.
There goes Kang.
They did a great job. He was about to. Michael B. Jordan said he wants to do the 4th boxing movie with him.
Creed and shit, yeah.
wow.
Marvel's talking about bringing Kang back. Now it's gone.
Jeez.
It's literally like a regular convo.
Who's he talking to?
The girl that he strangled.
Who leaked
Was
it?
it, he talked about like he was talking about it recently, or this is like an old recording?
No, basically when it happened, like right after it happened, she's like, "Oh, what? So does that justify strangling me?" He's like, "I didn't strangle you. I just released all my aggressions on you."
Oh, jeez, bro.
He's like, "So you strangled me?" And he goes, "Yeah."
Diabolical.
Over.
Yeah.
She had that tape sitting. But yeah, over for that. UMG. I don't know if you saw their Meet the Grams, but That shit was crazy. They're like, "Oh, Drake, you're just mad because you lost the battle." Mm-hmm.
Oh, didn't they show the streams or whatever? Or like,
not even that. They're like, "Yo, how are you crying about this when you're the first one that started talking shit? You're the first one that said Kendrick Lamar beats his wife and the kid isn't his and his best friend is the actual father."
he said,
Like,
keep it rap.
But yeah, crazy. Yay, fuck yay.
Bro, someone take his shit away from
Actually, you know what? I still like him.
him. Take his shit away from him.
Him and Diddy had a nice convo. I don't know if you saw that.
I saw that. I saw a
Did you
little
see
bit.
what like the?
But
Like,
he's only
he's trying to get his daughter to be on the track with Diddy. Like,
No,
not anymore.
Nah,
No,
that's not that.
that's not it.
That's not
Oh,
it.
what was
Playboy
it?
Cardi hit up Kim Kardashian about having Northwest on his album, and then he quoted it like if he was Cardi, but he was saying like, "Yo, what the fuck?" The second tweet is like, "It's like me going to Iggy Azalea, asking that I want your daughter on the song when you know me and you aren't cool."
Yeah.
That's it. He also tweeted at Metro and Future saying, "You bitch ass N-words asked me to be on the remix, and then when I did it, I talked about a certain person on it, Lucian, and then they didn't put it on DSPs. Fuck you. Fuck the both of you."
Oh,
He
you also
also-
talk about Kendrick too.
Who's
He also
Lucian?
said, "Fuck Kendrick. I don't like your music. I don't want to hear you on Cardi's album." Lucian Grange is the man.
Like God,
Was he like the Suge Knight?
The man.
pretty much.
Not really. He's like the Paul Morris, William Morris. He's like that.
The higher ups. The man.
I just watched that yesterday. Tracy Morgan.
Oh,
Yeah.
So at first I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't put it on here. But then when he himself said it was food poisoning and he's fine, now we could talk about it. Dude projectile vomited on the court
Stop the game.
while he was on his phone.
so like, I read the comment section after I saw the video, and like, there was some like Knicks fans that like go to the games. It's like, yo, that's that Madison Square Garden Nuggets or some shit like that they be serving there. That's nasty as hell.
Oh, shit.
Something like that. Like,
I saw one that said something about the Heat, and they were like, thrown up because of the Heat playing. It's like the Heat are playing so shitty. Just making fun of Tracy Morgan. Fucking throw up.
that's probably me throwing up.
Oh man.
First of all, he's not eating the nuggets at the concessions. He's in the fucking in the
He's on the floor.
Floor. That means he
Yeah.
gets the dope shit.
Yeah.
You get the fucking, what do you call it?
Who knows, the sushi platter or some shit?
No, not the sushi platter, but like, so
I think only chicks are really getting those. I don't think dudes are getting those shits.
what do you mean? No, I'm saying when you get those tickets, you're able to go to the restaurants.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah. No.
And in the Miami Arena or whatever, American Airlines, it's where Chester used to work. I forgot what it was called, but it's a certain suite.
Mm-hmm. I ate there.
Like the Bacardi suite?
There we
Yeah,
go.
I ate there.
Okay.
Yeah.
New York, the MSG has that too, and it's all restaurants. Like, so he probably ate whatever the fuck salmonella shit that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to 50 Cent for posting the video. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody tuned in. We appreciate all of you.
Yes,
Bless,
sir.
bless.
Shout out to Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Shout out to Anthony Mackie.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Schultz. Shout out to Kendrick. Shout out to Cardi. Not really.
Shout out to Club Space,
Club Space.
Space, yeah.
Happy anniversary.
Emi Guerra, all of them.
I mean, shout out to Speed. Shout out to Speed.
Shout out to Speed. Shout out to James Giraldo.
James G. Kai Sinat, Rolling Loud.
Tracy Morgan. Get better.
Tracy Morgan, Get Better.
So many shout outs.
Yeah.
Shout out to our ex-girlfriends that we talk about but never name them on this pod.
We'll never name them. Never name them.
Beep, 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 beep. Not my girlfriend.
Oh shit.
Just kidding.
Yeah,
And we're out. Shout out to beep. Shout out to Brian.
Peace.